I'm Dan Quill, I'm the director of Verdanta. I've been working here in Tanzania now for over 22 years on a variety of community and sustainability projects. So Verdanta recently launched this Madaba reforestation project here in Tanzania. It's a fresh and innovative project, the first of its kind in Tanzania, and we're looking to uphold the highest standards of integrity within a carbon project. So we're here in one of the remaining patches of natural forest within the project site. This forest is typical for the landscape here in Madaba. Sadly, it's one of the few remaining patches. Most of the land here has been deforested and degraded over time through wildfire and logging in past decades. So not recently, this was historic, but what we're hoping to do is plant a biodiverse mix of tree species that kind of mimics what's here in this natural forest. By doing that, we're going to reconnect all the fragments of forest across almost 5,000 hectares. That's 3,000 hectares of planting. So it's a big project and it's ambitious, but we think it's worthwhile to recreate such a large forest, which will be biodiverse both in terms of tree species, over 60 tree species that we'll be planting, in addition to a huge range, almost 300 species of tree that can be found within the natural forest, and also the wildlife. By connecting these fragments of forest, we're going to be creating wildlife corridors, which will allow species diversity and the overall richness of wildlife in this area to flourish. So seed banking is a really important part of the project. We're going to be paying community members from the villages that live around the project site to come in stands of natural forest like this and collect seeds from the native tree species. With that, we'll create a seed bank that's then going to be the source material for our plantings, so they'll go into our nurseries and be planted out within the project site. It increases the chance of the trees adapting to the site and growing fast, which is what we want, but it also serves as a store of genetic material for future plantings, both here in Madaba and further afield. So our vision is to local communities to plant native species and reforest the area, recreating the forest that at one time would have covered this whole landscape.
My name is Lodrick Mambo. I represent Verdanta as the Director of Community Relations. We make sure the community full benefit from the project in terms of employment, in terms of education, to make sure that they are aware of keeping our environment safe, not to chop trees, not to set fire, and also to conserve nature for our future generations.
Kwa majina naitwa Arka Gotipi Mnenuka, mkazi wa kijiji cha Wino. Tuna shida ya jengo la mama na mtoto ambalo tunahitaji tungepata vyumba 7. Tukipata vyumba 7 vingetusaidia, tungepata na maabara. Vingetusaidia wananchi wa Wino, hasa akina mama na mtoto. Kwenye jengo vyumba 3 vitatumika kama kwa kujifungulia, vyumba 3 vingine mapumziko baada ya kujifungua, na chumba kimoja kitakuwa kwa ajili ya maabara.
Kwa jina naitwa George Ebeat Mahali, ni mwanakijiji na mkazi wa kijiji cha Wino. Huu mradi mara baada utakapokuwa umefika utakuja kuondoa umasikini kwa vijana wa kike na wa kiume, kwa kuwa vijana sisi kuishi bila kazi au bila mipango ni matatizo ambayo yanaweza kujitokeza kwa sisi vijana, lakini pia itatusaidia kutunza au kusevu hela, na kwa sababu ya kwamba hatujui nini kinatokea iwe kesho na siku za usoni hapo baadaye.
My name is Wilgis Mbogoro. I'm a retired officer, but I have passion with the villagers. I'm here at the village. About the project, beside land leasing, but we receive also project revenue share, which is belong direct to the people of Wino. So people are interested with the outcome of the project, in which through the revenue they can use through the health services or education and other social activities.
Transparency is really important to us, and that's why we'll be publishing a database of exactly what we're planting and where we're planting it, so that anybody who's interested can see what activities have been going on the project at any time. We've partnered with academics from the Sokoine University of Agriculture. They're going to be setting up trial plots with us so that they and other researchers and academics can gather data on forest growth in years to come.